So you're thinking of moving to Vineyard, Utah. Well, in today's video, we're going to look at Vineyard on the map. I'm going to show you how close you are to Provo since you're next door neighbors to Provo. You know, how far is your travel time to Lehi, and if you're going to head up to Salt Lake, you know, what's your travel times up to there. And so there's no real shopping in the Vineyard area. I'll show you where the shopping is for people calling Vineyard home. Vineyard is a new community, new development. I'll talk to you a little bit about that in this video, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, and if you'd like to know everything there is to know about living in Salt Lake City, Utah, as well as the surrounding areas like Vineyard, then subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, my name's Steve Gilbert. I'm with eXp Realty. My team and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you that are looking for help with making their move to Salt Lake City, Utah, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. The information, it's in the description below. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah. So as I mentioned, we are going to take a look at Vineyard, Utah on the map. So let's get right to it and jump in my computer. Here is a look at Vineyard, Utah, which is located in Utah County. So just south of Salt Lake County, we have Utah County. And here is Vineyard right here located right next to Provo, which is our main city in the county of Utah County. And so Utah or Provo is our neighbor directly to the south and also to the east there. And so, you know, if you're going to be heading to the Salt Lake area, whether it's to the airport off of I-80 or into the Salt Lake City area, you're going to be about a 40-minute drive. So from Vineyard, you would take I-15 directly north. That's going to take you to those areas. Now, on your way up there, you are passing Lehi. And so if Lehi is going to be an area that you're going to be traveling to, you're about a 16-minute drive, Vineyard to Lehi. And Provo is going to be close. You can be there in like 5 minutes, depending what part of Vineyard it is that you're leaving and what part of Provo you're headed to. But to go from Vineyard, you know, to your main part of Provo, you're going to be about a 12-minute drive. So you're going to be really pretty quick and easy. But you can see here from the map that you've got a Utah Lake, which is directly to the west. And there's a lot of lakefront on Vineyard. And then we have I-15, which is directly to the east. So you're going to have easy access on and off I-15. You also do have one of the main front runner stops, which is the train that the Utah Transit Authority. You know, this goes all the way north up to Ogden, and it comes all the way down here to the Provo area. And so if you are commuting up into the Salt Lake area or other areas, you can always take advantage of the front runner system, which is located, there's a stop right there in the Vineyard area. So let's zoom in. Let's take a little bit closer look at Vineyard itself. You can see here that here's our lake, lots of beach area, or I don't want to say beach because it's not like a beach, but lots of lakefront area in the Vineyard area. There is a walking trail that it's a paved walking trail. You'll see a lot of people out walking and jogging, you know, riding bikes up and down this trail system. And it actually doesn't go that far south. The trail system really comes from about, well, it comes from about here and it comes up to this point up here somewhere. And so, but it is a nice trail system that you can walk up and down. It's got some beautiful views of the lake. There's always, you know, birds flying around. I saw a pelican out there the other day flying around off the shores as well. And so there's a handful of community parks. That's one nice thing about Vineyard is as they've developed this, they have put these parks in as well. And so walking paths throughout the community. Now, one thing about Vineyard is it is a new community. This used to be Geneva Steel. So back in 1944 during World War II, Geneva Steel opened up, and it was all part of making steel and, you know, supporting everything that was going on during the war. And that steel industrial plant was in place and up and running up until around 2001. That's when Geneva Steel went away. And then there were several years where it just, you know, there wasn't anything really going on there. And then it really started developing around that 2014, 2015 timeframe. And so, you know, even back in 2013, there was a population of 400 people. Now Vineyard has a population of around 14,000 people, and we're going to continue to see that grow. And so, you know, we have a lot of new growth in Utah County on the other side of the lake. Other side of Utah Lake over there by Saratoga Springs, Eagle Mountain area. in the Lehigh area, lots of growth. But as we come down closer to Provo, there's always been more limited areas. And so now that a vineyard is developing, there's going to be a lot of new growth opportunities here. So most of this is going to be on the southern part of Vineyard, is where the majority of the housing is going to be located. So this isn't the best map right there. On the north side here, this is still, if you were to look at Google Earth, what you would find is a bunch of nothing. So it's still undeveloped land, just a bunch of dirt there. Just the remains of what was there from Geneva still, and they tore down everything, so it really is just dirt there right now. But there is future development slotted for this area. In fact, they've already got plans in place for something that's called a Vineyard Station, and this is going to be a walkable mixed-use development. And so what they're labeling this is as a place that you can live, work, shop, dine, and worship. It's going to have a paved trail that takes you all the way through this part of town, all the way to Utah Lake. And so that's something that's already in the planning stages, and we'll see them developing, and we're going to see more growth in this area right up here. So let's look at shopping. Where is it that you're going to find most of your shopping? Well, you know what? There's not really a lot of options in Vineyard. So this area right here, we do have a Megaplex Theater, which is one of the big movie theater chains in Utah. There's a handful of restaurants that are around there. A little bit further south, there's a couple of other small restaurants, but most of your shopping, you're going to head over into the Orem or the Provo area. State Street in Orem, it's going to have lots of different shopping options. So you can see these areas in these different colors. This is where most of your shopping is going to be located. So grocery stores, you do have like the Winco off of your 800 North exit off of I-15 right here. You've got your Home Depot located up here, which is going to be closer to this Linden area. But there's all kinds of shopping. If you watched the Orem map video that I did, I talked about all of this shopping down here off of the university exit. So as you come over here, you've got the mall, the University Mall, which is over here on State Street. And so restaurants and shopping, everything that you need is going to be right here. So you are heading out of Vineyard in order to go to these areas, but fortunately you're not going to have to travel super far. So let me zoom in. Let me show you what's going to be right here inside of Vineyard itself. One great thing is you do have a Topgolf. It is a new facility here. So what's nice is people in Utah County no longer have to head all the way up into Midvale, into the Salt Lake area to go to that Topgolf. You've got one located right here. But this is also where your Megaplex Theater is going to be located. And I mentioned that there's a few restaurants. So you've got your Mobetta's restaurant there. The Cafe Rio is located right here. Of course, you're going to find your Swig. You've got your Panda Express, your Bout Time Pub and Grill. And then as we head a little bit further south, let me drag this map up here. You can see here that there's a 5-star barbecue restaurant right here. You've got your fast food Dairy Queen hamburgers. You've got your Starbucks right here. And that's really about what you're limited to in this area. On the south end, you do have a golf course here. There are some houses around here. You're really divided between the Vineyard and the Provo border right here. But one thing about this area here is you do have the Provo Airport. And so this is a small airport. It is located just south of Vineyard in Provo. There are a couple of airlines that fly in and out of there. So, if those are airlines that you can take advantage of, you're going to have super quick, easy access. You won't have to drive all the way up to the international airport. So let's talk about homes real quick. We do have a median home price of $565,000. And that's going to be $235 per square foot on average. We have an average lot size of 0.13. So we're going to find smaller lots here in the Vineyard area. And so there's also a high number of townhomes and condos. And so, normally we see mainly single family homes. But in Vineyard, there's a large number of townhomes as well. And so, just something to be aware of. I didn't pull those up on this map. We are only looking at the single family homes. And so let me show you a couple of options. For $545,000, this is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home, 2,467 square feet on 0.08 of an acre. This is more of your modern style home. And there's several of them that look like this, just different colors. And so when I think of Vineyard, this is one of the homes that always comes to mind because it has kind of this unique architecture to it. And you find several of those throughout the Vineyard area. This home here for $589,900. This is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,813 square feet, 0.06 of an acre. More of your craftsman look right there. And again, this is another look that when I think of Vineyard, a lot of these homes kind of have the same look and appeal. Again, it's coming back to most of them are built around the same era because Vineyard is simply new development here. So for $799,000, let's take a quick look at this. This is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home. We're at 4,315 square feet on 0.15 of an acre. And so we're going to be well above that median home price for the Vineyard area. We're not going to take a look inside these here. The last one I want to show you is on the south end here. And the reason I wanted to show you this, it's on a large lot, just over an acre, but for $1.49 million, 6-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 4,152 square feet. But because it was built back in, I think this was 1996 when this home was built, this would have been back when Geneva was there, and there was not much going on. So very, very slow or very low population at that time. And so what's the schools like? So we are part of the Alpine School District. Alpine School District has a lot of great schools in it. As we come down here, we do have the Vineyard Elementary School. We have a B- rating there. So, good school, not the strongest rating. For the high school, Mountain View High School's got a great rating. We have an A-. And then the middle school, the junior high, is going to be split. Some of them will go to Orem Junior High. That has the C+, so, not the strongest rating up there. But as we come down here to Lake Ridge Junior High, we do have the better rating at the B+. So depending what part of Vineyard that you live in is going to depend which junior high that you go to. So let's take a quick look at the safety rating. It's typical when we look at Salt Lake, we have the same thing. We do see more crime as we get closer to these larger cities. And one thing about Provo is that's where Brigham Young University is located. So a large college town. Not only do we have Brigham Young University, but right there at the corner of Vineyard and Provo, we have Utah Valley University as well as you come off of I-15 onto the University Road right there. And so, that's probably why we're seeing that, most of our green's going to be up further north. So we just kind of have these average ratings when it comes to the crime grades. But that's, it's something else that let me talk about real quick as well. On the real estate aspect is we do have a low owner occupancy rate in the Vineyard area. And so only, 55% of the homes are non-owner occupied. So these are rental homes, only 45% of them being occupied. And that's only second to Provo, which is our big college town. Provo has around a 60% rental property rate versus, only 40% owner occupied in Provo. And so it's something to be mindful and aware of for the Vineyard area. And so that wraps up our tour of looking at Vineyard, Utah. If you like living by the lake, if you enjoy, the lake views, if you enjoy all of the bird life and wildlife that does surround a lake, Vineyard could be a great option to consider. You've got beautiful views of the mountain ranges, which are directly east of the Provo area. And so I hope that this helps, and so whether you're thinking about making a move, whether it's in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text. You can always schedule a Zoom call with us. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah, or to Vineyard like we talked about today. And until then, I hope to see you around town.